Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Thunderbirds of Memphis. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Start.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
Here we go.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Burrow. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
11, 11, 11.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Oh, heck of a move. There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10, and touchdown. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Captain 11. Captain 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Richardson working from the gun. That is incomplete. But you look at this defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, it's Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, Richardson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 105 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves and sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
12. Stop.
A give up the middle to Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
second down, they'll go with Akers again. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Richardson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Richardson. And he comes back with one complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Going for it on fourth, Richardson. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 136 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Burrow changing the look. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go, here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Stop.
Burrow on play action. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this pass caught by Gray. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Burrow will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Complete to Bryant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good, well outside the left upright, and this will stay a 4-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
12. Stop.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go play action with Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Eleven. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Second down, here's Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and 6. Quick throw completed by Richardson. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
On one. Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now a give. Akers running left.
Fights through it. Powerful running. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
160 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
They'll go again here with Akers. And space tough to come by there, as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Richardson to throw off play action. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
On point, ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Gun.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again.
Myles Murphy
drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Moving inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On 1, right?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll give him a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive. He's got a man complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Richardson will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the...
And now here's another interception. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.